in the UK. Black man, not breaking the law, but still this happens to him. Here it is. Okay, that white van, those are the police, unmarked. They roll up on this black male. He has his hands up. They smash his window. They drag him through the glass, and they do injure him, cut him in this process. I mean, it seems like overkill, right? A van full of cops pulling up on a black male suspect in the car. You would imagine they must have some information here. He must have done something wrong, right? Let me take you to the UK. Innocent black man says the police used excessive force and he was completely innocent. Let's put up a picture of Callum Lothar. There he is, okay? So here's the background. Mr. Lothar was driving home from a local McDonald's and wearing pajamas when he encountered the police. Officers jumped out of an unmarked vehicle, the footage shows it, smashed the windows of his car. Out of fear, Lothar put his hands up, thank God. May have been shot dead if he didn't. I put my hands in the air because I did not want to get shot, I was scared. But officers dragged him out of the passenger side windows, which caused numerous cuts and gashes on his hands, arms, and feet. He was cut up pretty bad. He was then pinned against the grass on the ground with an officer's knee in his back. It gets deeper. Lothar said he was left bleeding in the back of the police car for 3 hours, 3 whole hours. He requested medical attention, but his request was denied as officers explained. Intelligence indicated that he had a firearm and said they had 2 warrants to search his home. Officers searched his home, they found nothing. Police then told Lothar, oh, you're free to go. We beat you up, we've destroyed your vehicle. You're in a bloody puddle in the back of a police car, but you know what, you could go now. You're free to go at this point. Lothar was taken to the hospital by officers where his hand was stitched and he was given a tetanus shot. His car was left hundreds of dollars in damage and is at least not working right now. And his phone was also damaged after the officers threw it to the ground. He did nothing wrong. He did absolutely nothing wrong. Let me tell you why this is interesting, because a lot of people think that racism, and I know many of you don't, but there are some who do. They believe racism is just really, really potent in America and nowhere else. Well, there was no justification for this to happen in the UK. This was a black male inside of a vehicle. They had the wrong guy. They had the wrong man. They investigated him. They went to his home. They were hoping to find something. I mean, that would have really justified the big mess up of destroying his vehicle and trying to destroy him in the process. But they found nothing at his home. They found nothing in his car. They found nothing on his body. And then they don't even arrest him at all for anything, not even obstruction, disorderly conduct. That's what the American police would have done. All right, Ben, what are your thoughts here?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people do. They get this misconception, that this idea that like, oh, in like Europe or in Canada and stuff, that they're somehow magically less racist there. But people forget, right? Like the racist history of the United States literally started with the colonization of the United States, right? Canada has treated indigenous folks just as badly as the United States has. And ultimately, like, yeah, there's a lot of anti-blackness in the UK, and you see that in their policing. Now, they're not as policed as the United States is, but I bet if you looked into their numbers, you'd find very similarly disproportionate rates of incarceration and violence from police officers towards black people in the UK.
Yeah, well said.